Today I woke up feeling lightheaded, so I got some laksa. It says it was good for 2 to 3. As you can see, it fits the size of my palm. I think this is good for 2 to 3 if you have other dishes paired with this. But if you're just going to eat this, I think this will be sufficient for 1. It comes with noodles, tofu, some fish ball and squid ball if I'm not mistaken, some toge or bean sprouts, and finally the noodles. Good for 2 to 3, right? Cost me around 407 Philippine pesos, and that's around $8 US. Anyways, without further ado, I hope this really helps me feel a little better, and I hope this does not overflow, so I'm being really careful about this. Oh, there's an egg! Look! It's a full-on egg! Notice that. There are also crab sticks at the back, but I think I pierced the egg, so I'm just gonna slowly put that down. Please don't overflow. I think you will just see a time skip since this is taking me way too long. And there we go, it overflows. So I managed to clean up a little. I'll finish cleaning up after I eat, but the provided bowls are really small. I wanted to transfer some of the noodles and the topping so that I could eat directly here, but sadly that did not happen. So maybe I could suggest for display Shiok Shiok. The portions are honestly good, but the plastic size is not that big, so I think these would be a better option, especially given how much that overflow. Maybe a smidge, so this would be really good. As you can see side by side, this is bigger. I'm not entirely sure of the size, but it's something to be improved, aside from them not providing any utensils to go with the takeout food. Anyways, taste-wise, I was able to taste some of it because I tried to reduce the amount of soup that was overflowing. The broth is thick, rich, creamy, and savory, perfect for those who have sore throats or like me, who is currently feeling a little lightheaded due to colds. So the past few days, it has been raining quite a lot. Sometimes it wasn't as sudden, but there are times that I did not have an umbrella with me, then it suddenly rained, so I got a little wet on the head. And that's the reason I'm not feeling quite well, but I'll try to reduce the sniffing as much as possible. Squid ball is good. Noodles are thick. Good. There's one crab stick. You might be thinking, why not transfer it to a bowl at home? But then I wanted you to see everything that's going inside this. So I wanted to have something transparent, but I tried to eat it something that was already provided and not what I already have. It is a learning experience though, so maybe in the future videos, I'll just transfer it all right away. So when it comes to noodles, I could only feel the texture because the taste is overpowered by the broth, obviously. Or maybe it's just that I have a cold, so usually when we have a cold, our sense of taste is gone. Everything tastes so bland, but you could still feel the texture and you could imagine the taste of the same dish you had even before you were sick. But the broth, as far as I can remember, I think I could still taste this well. I really do hope this soup helps me heal a little faster. I don't know, maybe it's just placebo effect on my brain. They say chicken noodle soup really helps a lot And I've tried those before. It helped. Maybe the same way as this laksa will help me. But probably I'll let you know in the next video. I still have other things to do today, but I'm not feeling well and quite up to it. So I have to eat, maybe get a little rest, drink more water, rest up a little. When you are sick, what do you usually eat? What do you usually take? Especially with colds. Let me know your comments down below. I still have some remaining shrimp and noodles a while ago before everything overflowed. So I'm just gonna put it here and finish up. I really wanted to taste everything all at once. I mean, using spoons or drinking the soup a little at a time is good, but sometimes when you're really sick, you wanted to feel everything, the heat here at the same time or in big chunks. So that's why I'm slurping a lot. It really feels good. It feels like it's covering my throat. This paired with some water, preferably warm, is really good. When you're sick, how long does it usually take you before you get better? Do you take any medicines, or are you like me who just focuses on supplements such as vitamin C and some food and water? Honestly, sometimes I take medicines, but not as often. Because what I've noticed is that most of the time, it does not really help me unless I have a fever, in which I take BioFlu. Biogesic isn't really effective for me, but I think that is a case-to-case basis for each and every person because we are all unique and different. This is just right. I'm starting to get a little full and I'm more than halfway down already. Most of what I spilled was the soup base or the soup broth. So I was still able to down majority of the noodles, and if I did not spill any food, I think I would still be able to finish this by myself. Assuming that is I don't have any other dishes to pair up with this. You know how some soups are spicy at first, and then as you drink more of it and as you get near to finishing it, it gets less and less spicy. I mean, it's either you're numb by it or get used to it. So right now with this laksa, I'm already close to the end, but I could still feel the spice as it goes down my throat and inside my mouth. But it's not as spicy, maybe because I have a little spice tolerance. But for me, this is the tolerable kind of spice. It's not too spicy, it's not too mild, and it's just right. Out of 5, I would give this a spicy level of 3. The last ball. And I would say this is worth it. One of the best laksa I ever had, and something that I would try again in the future. Let me know what you think, let me know what you'd like to see next, and if you have ever tried laksa. Yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and that's it. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed this.